Okay, so this video is going to show you how to use Facebook and set up the parties. The reason I'm doing this is because I want to get more involved in my parties. And when I'm not in there, I don't know what's going on. And even though I can read notes and things like that, it's still not easy. So I want to kind of switch gears a little bit. So you have the opportunity to help me kind of behind the scenes a little more. And then I can kind of do some more work in my parties. I still want you in my parties commenting as yourself. And also, I want you to definitely do all the games. And then, obviously commenting as you can time wise, but I want to also be in there so I can have that same kind of know how of what's going on. Okay. So, how do we set up a Facebook party? So, first thing you got to do is know who you're setting one up for. So, you're going to go into the business tracker and you're going to go into calendar, or you can go into host, but usually calendar is going to be the most reliable. So I'm going to set up Amy Gruby because I know for a fact she's going to have her party. So the way I'm going to do this is go into Facebook, and then I'm going to go into menu, and then I'm going to click groups, and then I'm going to click create a group. And now I'm going to type in her name, Amy Gruby. And actually, Amy Grubies is the way it's supposed to go. And then you want to make sure that you have your board extension. And the way you'll do that is just click on extensions. And when you click on extensions, it's going to say manage extensions. And then you're going to type in here the extension you want to manage. And in this case, it is boards. So we'll get out of there and we're going to click on boards. And you want to be in my party setup. And this week I'm actually doing no table in my parties just to see if it makes a difference. So we're going to click party setup. And every week, when you get ready to set up parties need to be set up by Monday night at the latest. So you can set them up as soon as they happen, meaning they book, and you can set them up right away. Or you can say, okay, I'm going to batch them all and set them up on, anytime before Monday's date. So, party setup, you're going to go to. This is the group name, which is the title of the party. I'm going to change that to group name to make it easier. And you just click that. And then that pops the content right in there. We're going to choose privacy as, we're going to choose privacy as private. And then we are going to get this out of here so we can see what we're doing. And we're going to click create. So now this party is going to be created. And the next thing we're going to do is we're going to personalize the party. So we will click edit, and you're going to have to save this to your computer because that's the only way you can add the banners, but I'll get that to you. So we're going to add in her party here. And with this, you can actually move it up and down. And I just try to make it so as much of that image can get in there. And then you'll click save. Then we're going to, I just need to make that a little smaller. We're going to click on this ellipse button. And if I didn't have a bunch of groups pinned, you want to go ahead and pin the group. If it's grayed out, you can't, but you click notifications and you click all posts, and then you click save. Okay. Then we're going to go in and we're going to go to group settings. And we're going to turn on the new member welcome. So we'll click get started. And we're going to use the drop down extension. And this is the welcome setup word. So we're setting up the party. So these words will go here. And then we're going to publish that. And now when people come in, this message is waiting for them. I think I'm going to edit the message. I think it's way too long and I want it more efficient. All right. So we're going to go back into group settings. Why is that not letting me do that? Oh, sorry. I have to click continue. All right. You know what? This happened earlier today. You may have to just kind of come in and out of this. So let's click community home. Let's go back in to settings. And then we're going to click on the group color. So we're going to click the group color, and it's saying the suggested one is this one. So I just take whatever they suggest. And just to make sure everything is right, you can go back here and you'll be able to see really quickly that it's there. So now when they come in, that's what they're going to see. All right. So now we can get out of here. And now we want to invite you and my 2 other Facebooks. So here's me, and then we're going to put in your name, and then we're going to do my other Facebook, and my sister pops up, so we don't want to invite her, but the pink Facebook and the black Facebook. So we'll click send invites, and then we're going to put one post here. And the way we did that is we're in discussion, and we're going to click write something. We're going to click the board's extension. And now these are the welcome post words. So every day, every week, you want to change the title because they have dates in it, and you want to change the welcome post because they have dates in it. So what you're looking for is to make sure that these dates are right. And in this case, they're not. So we don't want to have to change this every time. We want to change it on the main template, but I just didn't do that before we came in here. So now I have to do it manually. So speaking of which, that other post is incorrect too. So I'm going to have to go back into groups, group settings, click the pencil, and then go all the way to the end. And we're going to change these to the right dates. So I'll show you really quickly in boards how we'll make that adjustment. So we'll click boards, log in, and yikes, that was big. Okay, party setup, the title of the party. Let's click edit. So now it's ready for you for next week. So you're going to do 20-5-23, and we'll click save. And then we got to edit one more, edit, and here, 2023. Okay, and then we'll click done. So now when you click that drop down menu, it's automatically going to have those dates. So on Sunday or Monday, whenever you start to do parties, that's how you want to handle that. Okay. So everything is done on this end. So we're good. We're going to go back out, click community home. And now this is the part that gets really annoying. And this is why I recommend that you batch these. In other words, don't do them individually because it's a lot of back and forth. But like, for example, come Thursday, I'm going to pretty much know how many parties I have. So let's say today's Thursday. I pretty much know I'm going to have at least 5 or 6 parties for next week, hopefully a few more. So Thursday would be a good day to start adding, creating these parties. So that way, oh, hold on a second. Let me think about that. Yeah, basically the Thursday before the actual party date. So all the parties this week that are going to start on the 13th should already be set up. But by next Sunday, all these parties need to be set up. So basically a week to 10 days in advance kind of thing. But at the very latest, the Monday before, they have to be set up. I'm hoping that makes sense. We'll talk more about it. But anyway, the next thing I want to do is I want to pin this post. I want to pin this to featured. That way it stays towards the top. And then I'm going to refresh. And I'm going to click, whoops, not clicking that. I'm going to click pin to the top. So that way, when Facebook is doing what they say they're going to do, this stays at the top. You don't need to worry about finishing the group. It's already set up as far as I'm concerned. And now this post will stay at the top. So I try not to make any edits like this after the fact, because that's what it does is it, actually, let's just change this. Newest activity, and then it pulls. It didn't. Oh, well, don't worry about that part. All right. So now we want to get these people that we invited to join, right? So now I have to switch my profile, which again, this is a pain in the neck. And that's why I recommend doing these all at one time. So you can just do it all at one time kind of thing. All right. So let's log into Facebook, the black Facebook, and we'll log in. And there's 2 ways to do this. Ideally, our notifications are going to have the join button, but not always. So if the join button isn't here, then I'm going to go here and type in Amy Gruby, and it'll pop up. And then, oh no, that's her old party. So it didn't pop up. So I guess I do have to join first. So let's find this. So isn't that funny? Like it's not here. And this is what host experience. Like it's not here, right? So where do we go? Where do we find it? That is perpetually the problem. But we got to join this party because obviously we have to be able to comment. So I just refreshed and see if that helps. And it didn't. Okay. So in this case, we just might have to wait a little bit because it doesn't usually happen like this. Usually it's there. Let's try my other Facebook. And I don't remember the password to that one, so this might be a problem too. We'll see. Yep, I don't know. I can't remember the password. All right, let's try this again. Yeah, see, it should be here, but it is definitely not. There it is. So look, that happened 5 minutes ago. This happened 9 hours ago. So sometimes it's just going to be like that. So click join. And now we've joined from the black Facebook. And let me go back into the green and show you what happens then. All right. And again, this is why we recommend the batch because it is a pain in the neck going back and forth. But if you can do all of them at one time, it makes much more sense. All right. So let's type in Amy G. There she is. And now we're going to go into members. And you will see here that I've accepted the invite. But now we got to go back and we got to invite as an admin. And again, this is why batching it is critical so you don't waste time. So then I got to go back into the other one. And this part is not as imperative to happen at this moment. You could do this part, this back and forth when you have time, because you don't need this part until you start to do reach out. So if you ever get stuck and you're like, wait, how come I can't message them from this, that, or the other? Then that's the reason. It's because they're just not there. So it says here, Lorraine Reed has invited you as the admin. And now click off that. Now we're just going to click accept. So just to show you where that was, Lorraine Reed invited you as the admin. Now you're going to accept it. And you'll just do that for all of them in that, that process in that order. Then you're going to go and finish up this part in the business tracker. And what we're going to do here is go into the host part of it. And I tried to keep these in alphabetical order. So let's put Amy Gruby here. We just needed to add these in. And now what you're going to say to this tracker is, yes, it's set up on Consultants Corner. Yes, it's set up on Facebook. Now, the next thing we need to do is we need to make sure that it's on Pampered Chef's site. Okay. Now, I'm not worried about table this week, so we don't need to take that route. But we're going to go into Consultants Corner. We're going to make sure Amy is here. Whoops. Oh, shoot, I'm on Lisa's. Let's log out. And we'll sign in. Okay. We're going to go into Consultants Corner. Going to go into Parties. Let's see, make sure Amy's here. And I'm 90% sure she is. Here she is. Okay, so we're going to click Amy Gruby. And whenever you're setting up parties, search the party search box first, because sometimes they'll have parties that are open and we can stack onto those awards that they haven't redeemed. So we're going to go into links, and then we're going to click the Shop Now button, click Share, click Copy, and now I'm going to go into Linktree, and I'm going to add this link so they can shop. So I don't think, nope, I didn't add Amy. So we'll click Add Link, type in or paste in the link, click Add, and then we have to type in the title for whatever reason for this one. So we're going to get that out. All right. And now that's done. Okay. So then you're going to pull this into the alphabetical order, and I do it by their first names. So that is everything I think I needed to ask you to do. So let me know if you have any questions. We're going to start this on 520 for 520 parties. So 520 parties need to be set up the week before. So by Monday the 13th, 1 week before their party date, they all 520 parties need to be set up, and then we'll continually add parties as they come in, if we need to. Okay. So let me know if you have any questions, but that's what I've been trying to get to you. Thanks.